vacation, I cleaned. Yeah, I honestly thought I was just gonna stay on the bed and do absolutely nothing at all for the entire day, but instead I chose to clean, and I was pretty shocked about that. Also, I found this cool foldable fork I thought was cool. Anyways, you've seen me clean this table a million times before. Every single one of my vlogs basically starts with me cleaning this messy table. It just always becomes a mess. It has a lot of school supplies, art supplies, random stuff, everything lying around here and there and everywhere. But this time I'm gonna also be tackling this little basket, which basically just has wire, so I never really go through it. But this time I was like, you know what, let's deep clean the table. So I did that. Also, these are my sister's sketchbooks, and they were literally stuck to each other because they haven't been touched since I don't even know how long. But anyways, I basically put everything in place, sorted things, saw what needed to be thrown out, saw what needed to be put back, wiped the table down, and placed back just a few essential things that really needed to be on there. And we went from this monstrosity to this. Honestly, it looks beautiful, but I did mess it up 500 more times during my vacation, so just... And now we tackle this little area, which is also a huge mess. This is basically all of my textbooks, notebooks, papers, notes, whatever I need for school. I had to sort through a lot of papers. There were just so many random pieces of papers lying around. Some are literally from my last grade, so I had to really dig through these and figure out which ones I have to keep. And I'm honestly really glad I organized it. And this is not all I organized. I also tackled my clothes, which were honestly such a huge big fat mess. At this point, I had become a pro at throwing all my clothes out and then shoving that back in there after finding the t-shirt that I was looking for. I had been procrastinating to do this probably since like a whole year because I just did not want to do it, but I was like, you know what, I'm finally just gonna do it, so I did it. And I don't really want to show you the entire process because I just don't really feel like you want to watch it, and I don't want to show it. So just know that I did it, and this is what it looked like at the end. It's not the best, but it was good. A bunch of different birds in this place, and it was really cool looking at all of them. And there were also horses. 2 horses is what I saw. What should we name this horse? He was cool. He was trying to eat, but then he was shaking the entire thing. I don't know if he actually ate any of it. And there were these weird creatures. I don't know what they are called, but they looked so suspicious. But this time smaller, tinier, and colorfuller. I guess there were a lot of birds, and they were really pretty, and I really like birds, so I loved looking at them. I also had many birds, and there was also a turtle, or a tortoise, I'm not sure. But fun fact, I actually used to have a little tiny pet turtle, or a tortoise. Again, I don't know the difference, but I used to have it, and this big guy reminded me of that little guy. We also went to some other places, and here's that. Oh, we also went to this really cool date farm, which had some history behind it, so our dad took us there, and it was beautiful. There were so many palm trees over there. There was a river, and I just felt so cool looking at a river, and there was a cat near the river, and the cat looked so beautiful and just majestic. It was really beautiful, and I really liked being there. And then we found another cat who was much fluffier. And this was an old railway station which used to work, and it looked so beautiful, and it has now been turned into a museum, so we got to go inside the museum and look at everything. And I'm not really going to show everything in too much detail because the museum actually had like 2 to 3 floors, and there was a lot of different things, so I kind of just have made this little video for you so you could just look at it. There were actually really pretty like old dresses that the brides wore for their wedding, but I don't know why I can't find those clips now, so I'm really sorry about that, but this is what I did record, so hope you have fun watching it. look at this calendar, which was used in such olden times. There were literally so many cool things in this museum that we had never seen before. This was an Islamic history museum, so we got to learn so many new things. We got to see so many cool things, scriptures on mountains. We got to see swords and guns and just so many cool things. We also got to see the old Quran that was there and one with gold writing in it, and it was just so cool, and I'm so glad we got to go there, and I'm so glad that I get to show you this. I think that was it for the traveling. And then came August 1st, which meant there were about 20 days left until my vacation ended. Or so I thought. Anyways, you'll find out what I mean by that later. What? You'll find out what I mean by that later in the video. But basically, as August began, I also decided to begin my schoolwork because I had actually not done much at all before August. So as August came, I just started writing a lot of things because there was a lot to write that had been sent over the holidays. So that's basically what I did for most of August. Actually, no, I finished all my writing in like 3 days because I did not want to end up doing it for weeks, so never mind what I just said. So, today was August 21st, and this was supposed to be my last day of vacation, and I wanted to do everything on this day. I wanted to do something related to school, for which I chose to do a project instead of sitting down and studying, because I thought this was better in my opinion, so that's what I'm doing right now. And I also wanted to paint. I don't think I did, though. I don't really remember. And I wanted to bake a cake, which I did, but you're not going to see that in this video, because I'm actually really proud of how the cake turned out, and it actually tasted so delicious. I feel like it deserves its own video, so it's going to be its own video, so stay tuned, stick around for a bake with me, cake with me video, because that's going to be coming soon. Also, this will actually end up being my last day of school, because later that day we got a notice from school that the next 2 weeks of school is going to be online, so that just kind of meant like 2 more weeks of vacation to us, and me and my friends went really crazy over that, because that is something that I would have only ever imagined to happen, but have never expected to actually happen. So it was crazy that it happened, but I didn't actually do anything very interesting in the next 2 weeks, so we don't really have any clips of that. But here's my project that I am showing you off, and here's my English project that I didn't film, but I'm actually so proud of it, because I actually thought I was going to keep it very simple and just go for simple borders and stuff, but then I got distracted and I went crazy, and I went for this crazy royal antique sort of a theme. I don't even know what it is, but I loved it, and I put so much effort into this, and it's going to be gone like tomorrow forever. And I wanted to show it to you guys because I really like how it turned out. And the last thing I wanted to do on my last day of vacation was finish a show. And I didn't actually want to start like a new show because there were like 5 days left for school. So I chose to watch the show Lockwood & Co. because I really like that show, and I really felt like rewatching it because I feel like it deserves a season 2, which it didn't get. So I do not like Netflix for that, but it was really fun to watch. If you haven't watched it, you should. It's amazing. I love it. And that was my vacation vlog. I don't actually have a proper intro, so this is going to be it. It was kind of a random video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And stay tuned for the cake making video. And until I upload another video, make sure you all stay. Artsy. Goodbye!